Mark Taylor-Canfield in Seattle. Hey, Mark, what's on your mind today?
Hi, Tom. I've been reporting about Seattle's homelessness epidemic at my MTC report at YouTube and my newspaper column. And during the last homeless count, the one-night count here, Seattle, which is located in Martin Luther King Jr. County, by the way, declared a civil emergency due to homelessness because we found 11,600 people without permanent shelter in King County, where Seattle's located.
Wow.
So that means Seattle has the third largest population of homeless people in the United States, only behind New York City and Los Angeles, which is a complete tragedy. Homelessness, as we know, disproportionately affects people of color. And I just wanted to give this quick statistic that
and people afflicted with mental illness.
Yes. Also, 80% of homelessness in this area is a direct result of job loss, inadequate wages versus the high rents, medical or mental illness, as you mentioned, also domestic violence and or, divorce and separation. So this knee-jerk reaction that sometimes we get from right-wingers that, oh, well, people are on the streets because they want to be there, and they move to the West Coast because the weather's good so they can live outside. Well, that's just ridiculous. 90% of the people who were interviewed would gladly accept safe, affordable housing if it was available. So I think it's time to really counter a lot of this regressivism. I was thinking, you just mentioned Reagan a little earlier, and the first article I ever wrote as a kid was called Right-Wing Regressivism, and it was all about how Reagan had been elected. And I said at that time that I thought the country was going back about 20 years, right, to the good, bad old days or whatever. And like you said, I don't think we've come back. And this is one result. When you have 11,643 people living in Martin Luther King Jr. County, and I'm sure that Dr. King would not be proud of that statistic in a county named after him, that's a tragedy. 3,000 people without permanent shelter living on the streets of Seattle. It's got to stop, Tom. We need a progressive revolution in this country, a revolution at the ballot box, and everyone's got to get involved. It's got to be a populist movement.
I think it's happening, Mark. I think that, it might be demonstrating that Susan Sarandon gets the last laugh. She basically said if Donald Trump is elected president, it'll be so horrible that it'll wake America up. And that would be a good thing. Now, the last thing, I was totally opposed to that kind of logic. I said you should vote for Hillary Clinton. Donald Trump is a crazy man. The Republicans are going to destroy this country. But Donald Trump is a crazy man, and the Republicans are destroying this country. They're killing our children. They're poisoning our air. They're poisoning our water. They're stripping us of our rights to defend ourselves from corporate predators. They're exacerbating homelessness. They're destroying the social safety net. And I guess the upside of it is that, some percentage of Americans anyway, probably about half of us, are figuring this out, have figured out that the Republicans are no friends to small d democracy. They're no friends to our republic. They're no friends to American values. They are essentially, by and large, evil predators doing the business of a predacious right-wing billionaire overclass that views themselves as some sort of modern-day Romanoff family or something. I mean, it's totally bizarre. Mark, thanks for the call and keep up the good work. We'll be back. It's 10 minutes before the hour.
I didn't think I'd say this, but I'm going to say it, and I hate to say it, but if I win, I am going to instruct my Attorney General to get a special prosecutor to look into your situation, because there has never been so many lies, so much deception. There has never been anything like it, and we're going to have a special prosecutor.
These Republicans do not care about human beings. They are sociopaths. They care about money and the billionaires who give, and money and power, and the billionaires who give them both. And that's it. And they are creating a world where the billionaires have all the money and power, more and more and more, increasingly, and which cements in their fealty, their love, their loyalty to the billionaire class.